In this video, we got something pretty interesting by LifePro. It's a RelaxaVibe vibration platform. So people use this for many different reasons. Mostly, I think, for muscle recovery while exercising or stimulation and whatnot else. So it's like a big platform. And this one's quite unique because it has a top. Yeah, here you can see it says vibration therapy that can increase energy, chronic pain relief, and words that I don't even understand, but probably molecular stuff. So on the other side of the box, it says you got this. And then here we have things about it. It says 50.9 pounds, but I think that's just the item itself. The shipping label says 61 pounds. All right, so let's get this thing opened up. So we do get the straps to keep the box together, as it does have pretty good weight. All right, so on the very top, looks like we got a mat. So it's one of those little foamy, rubbery mats. It looks like it's in the size of the machine. Okay, let's go to the next layer. All right, so we got lots of foam and some paperwork here. The user manual, thank yous, percent off, welcome to the family, stop. I guess it's an important note. Make sure your power cord clicks when you insert it. Another huge stop with a quick reminder. I guess they designed this thing to be super awesome. And if anything goes wrong, you can contact them. All right, cool. Let's see what's underneath this foam. We got the vibrator itself, and yeah, I guess this is the upper portion. It's actually made out of leather. Very nice. And it's got this kind of a soft gray look, which looks really good. I guess we need to pull this out, which by the way is quite heavy. All right, so I'm gonna get this thing out and we'll take a closer look. All right, so it's out of the box and it's pretty heavy actually. Let's get this plastic off. And wow, I'm pretty impressed with the finish. Just looking at it, this wood looks really good with the light gray leathery textures. So yeah, feels quite premium. Check out that logo there. All right, so it's out of the plastic, and I think this is the front where this logo is, but I'm not too sure. But this whole thing is a cap, and it's actually just loose. And right off the bat, guys, I can see there's connectors that connect from the bottom here. It's pretty interesting. I do believe that might be the heater where it heats it all up. So underneath the cap, we got that same wood look. Looks very nice and premium. So it looks like we do have a storage here of some sort. There's a push button. And look at that, that's where all our accessories are. So we got these bungee handles, Allen wrench with a couple little bolts there, a bag. Let's see what's in there. Okay, it looks like bands, stretchy bands. So yeah, this is like an exercise machine, I guess, in a way. We got the power cord, and then at the end here, we got the remote control. And it's like on a band that coils in. Very cool. So let's close this up and we'll move it out of the way for now. All right, so I flipped it upside down, the base, and before we look at the other side, I want to look at the bottom, and you guys can see we have pretty large, squishy rubber feet, and there are 6 of them. Nothing too much to see here. We do have these brackets here, which do slide out like that, and then you put that bolt that was included that we just saw, and then you can connect the stretchy cords, bands to this stuff and, you know, pull on it, things like that. So yeah, if you're going to use that, you can install these. But if you're just going to use the vibration, you could leave these just kind of tucked in. And actually it looks like if you go all the way this way, they just kind of tuck away. And there's like a hole there for it to go in. Also here it looks like we have some kind of speaker. And then through this crack, maybe you can see there's like a LED strip that goes all the way around the whole thing. But yeah, that's what the bottom looks like. So let's flip it back around. And this is what the top looks like. So yeah, we got these electrical pins that connect to the top cover. We got the platform itself, really, really light gray, I would say. And it's like a really rubbery, very, very grippy kind of platform. So yeah, it seems like something you can definitely stand on and feel pretty planted. Pretty unique little designs. It says LifePro here right in the middle. And then on the top, we have our LCD display with controls. Also here it says to peel this thing off. I guess there's like a protector here, but I think I'm gonna leave that on. So yeah, it looks very nice just sitting here and pretty premium with the wood and the light grays. So looking from this side to the right, if we go down here, we can see we have our power input port there. So we're gonna plug in our cord and then the switch on and off. And then also we have a fuse here. If anything goes wrong, it'll blow, and it's nice that you can access it and change it. So if you ever lose power, you might want to check that fuse. All right, so I got the power cord. Let's go ahead and plug it in. Should be quite simple. Just line it up and then push it in there. Now make sure you go all the way in, because with these, you got to really massage them in as the contacts are a little bit harder to push through. So yeah, once you get it all the way in, it should be good. And now we can plug this in into the wall, and you guys can see this thing does stretch because it's a recoil, which is pretty cool. All right, so we got power. Let's click the power switch. It glows, and our display is on. So we do have like a blue. Let's click this power on. There we go. So yeah, it's definitely more blue. I don't know if the camera will be able to give the color correctly, but it's not white, it's blue. It's just some blues brighter and some of the blues are darker. So it looks like you can control everything here. Got different settings here, it looks like. We got a light, which I can definitely see it. It's green, and it goes all the way around. You can change the time here. I guess let's start 2 minutes. Let's see what happens when we push this play. There we go. It's shaking. Wow. It's actually really smooth and quite quiet. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's got a good vibration to it. Yeah, I'm mostly impressed of how quiet it is. But yeah, it seems to work really good. And you're supposed to step on it. Let me try. Oh yeah, I can definitely handle my weight. And I'm all shaking. If you guys can tell or not, I'm not sure. The camera is probably trying to stabilize. But yeah, we can increase our speed here. So it's starting to vibrate even faster. Seems to work very well. So I'm kind of wondering if we put the top back on. Okay, so actually there's a light that came on here. And actually that is a button. Look at that. So I'm guessing that is the heater. So let's leave it on and see if it warms up. And while we're doing that, let's check out this remote that it comes with. And you guys can see we can do quite a few things on here. So let's try to push the power button. It seems to be doing nothing. I think we need to open it up. Okay, yeah, so we do need to release the battery so it can start working. Or that little protector there. There we go. So this is a usual 2032 battery. And now it should work. I guess we'll put it back in here. So let's see if we push the power button. Okay, so the lights come on. So I guess the unit's on. And I guess we can start it. Let's try. Okay, so it's not allowing me to use it. It just keeps beeping, but doesn't actually turn on. So maybe you're not supposed to use it with the cover, which kind of makes sense. But believe it or not, guys, I can feel it. It's really warm right here, right in the middle, especially right here on the more upper section. Starting about right here, it gets warm. And it's actually pretty nicely warm. It's like a cozy warm. So yeah, I guess let's turn that off by clicking on this little flower star thing, and the light comes off. We'll take this. Right when I tried to lift it, it starts. I think it's because it's telling it that the lid's not on there, so it automatically starts. So I guess I need to power it off first. Let's take the lid off. So yeah, it definitely doesn't want to vibrate with the lid, as that's not how it's intended to be used. So let's click on power, and now we can start it again. And there we go. So yeah, there you go. So you can pretty much control everything through here. Stop, pause. You also have a lock feature. You can turn the sound on and off here. You got mode that goes through the different modes. You guys can maybe see or not, but and then you can control the speed and the time, and also we have a P, probably for programming or something. Oh yeah, so that's P1, P2, P3. All right, so as we're vibrating, guys, if we increase the speed, if I can show you this while bouncing around, we can see there's a graph there that goes up. And as it goes up, it turns from green to orange. And our lights actually turn orange there. And if we keep going, it starts to get really fast. And it goes into red, and the light turns red underneath, which is kind of cool. And it does go pretty high here. And starts to vibrate really fast. So my whole body's literally shaky. But yeah, pretty crazy. And the slow ones are really move you around. Alright, so yeah, really cool. Seems to work very well. And most importantly, it looks really nice. I do like the lights, but I wish you could change it. It's just green, looks like. Maybe you can, I'm not sure. But in any case, you can turn them off, which is also nice if you didn't want to. But overall, this one here is really nice and feels very premium. And also very quiet while running. I love the storage underneath. And I definitely love how it heats the cushion when you just want to, let's say, put your feet on it and warm them up when you're not actually using the vibration part of it. And not to mention how nicely clean it looks when it's got the top on. And also this mat seems to help a lot with the vibration and the quietness of this thing, as it kind of dampens everything. So yeah, this thing's really nice and we're really going to enjoy it. And if you want one also, check out the links below. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and stay tuned for more. Peace.